Good morning, gang. Welcome back to another episode of Run Your Mouth Podcast. We doing a little shit different today, obviously, because they making all that noise in my goddamn hotel room. And I got a lot of shit going on I got to do today. I'm in the lovely city of Houston with my people, but as promised, we ain't missing a week for no show. So I'm out in the car. I'm out here doing what I got to do. And, to make sure I bring y'all this good content and shit. Y'all make sure y'all go like us on all social media platforms. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. And go like the page on YouTube. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so y'all can know when all this good information drop, alright? So, episode 12, and we ain't gonna waste no time, we're gonna jump right into it. And these are 10 signs that you are emotionally stable. This could be for men and women, but I'm talking to my fellas mainly. However, but anybody can benefit from this because this is it's a general thing, right? So, without further ado, number one. You rarely make the same mistakes twice. Ladies, gentlemen, it's hard for a person of high value to make that same mistake twice because we always reference to in making that mistake the first time how much that it cost us. Maybe trauma, right? Maybe it was financially. Maybe it cost us to lose out on good people or whatever, or good people to lose out on us. So that very said thing, it would be damn near impossible for us to repeat that same offense to our own self, right? It just doesn't make any sense. Number two, you focus on what you have rather than what you lack. People of high value, self-worth, self-love, understand that we don't really put stock and equity into what we don't have because we know as long as we grind and work hard, whatever it is we want, we'll get eventually anyway if that's what we want. And sometimes the goal is not to acquire things or stuff. It could be something else. All right. So if you lack patience, right, you can't buy patience. but maybe you are a good listener for somebody. So in the medium, you work on you having some patience, and then it'll be situations that arise that damn sure will cause you to have patience, and that's your area of concentration, and that's where things will start to happen where you can get that done. Number three, you welcome or embrace change. This is I'm not say a tough one for me, but it was a challenge for me because when you get in the mood and get in the rhythm of doing something for so long and it works, and then something comes along, maybe it's even better, it's kind of hard to uproot that old way of doing things because something presented itself as being new, and it can help you even better and further you along. But we just innately, as people, we're accustomed to however things are. That's how we like to keep them. We don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to mess with anything. If it works, it works. The saying is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's not necessarily true all the time. It's not necessarily you're breaking it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. It's reinventing, like a better way of doing things, and that's what we look to do. All right, number four, you don't feel the need to argue opposing oppositions. What that mean is you can be passionate about something, right, and believe wholeheartedly about something, right, and somebody else believes the opposite of what you believe. You look at it from the standpoint, hey, that's where he or she believes. Let them go ahead and have that. You don't feel the need to get so invested, and definitely in a heated discussion with somebody about what y'all both believe. Y'all believe different shit. So who Who's gonna be determined who's right or wrong in a situation when y'all both will passionately believe about something, right? You as a high value man or woman and who's emotionally stable, you don't give a fuck about that, right? If I'm wrong, if I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. That doesn't negate the way I feel, and it doesn't negate the way they feel. So we don't get into arguments. We don't get into scuffles. We don't get into these minute pockets of disagreements with people because we're above that. We've elevated. We are emotionally stable. Number 5, you self-reflect daily. This is a good one, guys. Like, I do this a lot before it was turned into something. Like, I always like, man, today, we're at the conclusion of my day. Most likely be like, man, had I did more of that, did more research on that, work more on this, you know, I could have said that a little bit better towards her. I could have not been so sharp with my tongue with this person. Like, I do that a lot, y'all, and that's a good thing. And so self-reflection daily calls you to take all that information and input that information, right? Dissect that information, find out what it is that you could do better for the next day, right? Very important, guys. Number 6, become receptive of negative feedback. Guys, I know when somebody tell us some shit that we don't like, and we get mad and we jump on people, and it ain't what we want to hear, and we going into this tandem or this, you know, that we don't like, and sometimes that's just not the move. All right, you gotta be open to what people have to say about you. By and large, though, this is their opinion, but for the most part, they could be right. So we can't be dismissive with everything that somebody's bringing up, because we're not perfect, right? We don't have all the fucking answers. We don't know everything. We haven't been on this earth long enough to make sound decisions every second of the day, every moment of our life, right? That's how you get better. Experience makes you better, makes you do better, makes you make better decisions, right? So be open to people, to negative feedback, or criticism, as you would call it. Let's call it criticism. Number 7, you focus on the solution more than the problem. This is huge, guys, because if you're constantly focusing on the problem and less or not on the solution, you will never be able to navigate and get yourself out of the said situation that you're in. It makes sense? If I spend all my time on what I fucked up, or what somebody has did to me, right, or what my job has did, or what this girl has did, she didn't call me back, she didn't text me, I text her, she didn't text me back, like, you know, focus on the solution more so than the problem. And when you focus on the solution more than the problem, now you put yourself in a different mind state, right? You put yourself in a search, define, and be definitive about what it is and the necessary steps you need to take, right, into rendering you a solution for this problem or this issue you said have, right? It calls you to be sharp when you focus on the solution rather than the problem. All right, number 8. You hold no grudges. I know this gonna be big for some of you, because, you know, we as folk, we can't never let shit go. All right, we always gotta tell a motherfucker what it is, how we feel, and we want to make sure they know how we feel, and we want to make sure we heard, and they ain't gonna get away with this. You know, it's that feeling of thinking somebody getting over on you. Sometimes, man, y'all just it's not worth it, right? You can't go back and forth with people, and live your life to where they got you captive mentally, right? For you forever thinking about the shit they done or said to you. That's not healthy. All right, so we gotta learn to elevate and evolve more human as being into good human being, right? Number 9, you don't judge people or their situations. It's easy to, people have value, when you start making money and you start doing things, and you paint yourself in a certain light or picture, right? And sometimes now you will have the tendency to think that you're better than others, right? I got this, look at me type shit. And sometimes that's not the case, but it can present itself like that. It can come off like that. And we definitely don't want to do that like that, because if you look at a person and be like, hey, look what I got, the nice whip, the cars and the clothes, and you look at another person and be like, well, you ain't got a nice whip, cars and clothes, and all that dumb shit, which this shit don't even matter anyway. You setting yourself up, you're judging people, right? In that situation, you don't know what that person has encountered. You don't know what they've been through. You don't even know what they're going through. And frankly, goddamn, you could be up today and you could be fucked up tomorrow. It can go like that. I don't witness people that, including myself, being up and goddamn, that shit gone. You understand? That shit can happen like that. So be wary of trying to shit on people. You know what I'm saying? Even if they tried to shit on you, cause karma has its way of getting people. Karma don't need your fucking help. All right? Leave them folks alone. Don't judge them folk by what they ain't got or what they do got. And all this material shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing no fucking way. All right? Let's get out of the habit of thinking success is equated to the things and shit we possess, and that ain't true. And if it is true, it's only like a half fraction of a motherfucking truth, right? Because true success, I believe, in how you mentally think, how you treat people, obviously, right? And what value you bring to life and to others' lives, and what you're doing to help better the movement of humanity, right? If that's how I judge success, not by things and stuff that can be motherfucking stole, caught on fire, right? Misplaced or lost. Like, how can you count that as being successful, right? But that's just my thing. I'm going off on a little tangent, right? Cause let me get back. All right. And number 10, last but definitely not fucking least, you're always looking to produce the best version of yourself. Yes. Mentally, emotionally stable people always look to produce the best version of themselves, because we understand that people change, things change, situations change, and we are talking about constantly. So it's asinine for a person to think the way you see me now or today will be the same person I'll be if I'm allowed to be here 5, 6, 10, 12, 20 years from now. That's crazy. Like it's as simple as this. Things I may value right now, I might not give a fuck about in 10, 20 years. Or vice versa. Things that I don't care about right now may become important to me later. And that's because my value of life and how I'm viewing things and information I've been receiving from things and people have allowed me to make a new assessment on things that I've gotten new enlightened information on, right? Who knows what tomorrow holds? Who knows what 5 years from now holds, right? You just never know. And guys, that's the video for today. And I want you guys to be good, stay safe out there, enjoy your Martin Luther King holiday weekend. Don't get too drunk, Y'all make sure y'all be good and check us out on the next video. Gang!